What's up, guys? It's Andy, BC Builds here. Doing a second review on the knockoff rotary machines. I have a lot of people asking about them. You know, you can buy name brand rotaries and you know they're going to work and they're going to work well, is why I don't review any of them. I do have one that I want to bring home that I did recently purchase. It is a Hummingbird rotary made. I'm not even sure who makes the fucking thing. It says it has a Swiss motor, and it seems like it. But it was only 150 bucks off of Worldwide Tattoo, and I gotta say the thing is really nice. Not that I really use it as much as I should, but I say I should use it because I have arthritis in my hands, and you can also see my fingers fucked up right there. Got slammed in a car door. So rotaries are a lot less detrimental. You know, I know a lot of artists over the years create carpal tunnel and a whole bunch of issues, and I'm already set back because I have arthritis. This is why I got into rotaries to begin with. Not that they particularly run better or you can do better tattoos with them or anything of the sort. It's all really personal preference. It's just they're a lot lighter and they vibrate a lot less, so it's easier on the hands. So over the last couple months, I bought the Hummingbird, which is super light and runs really well. I'll bring it home to show you guys. A Stealth Light, which the Stealth Light sucks. I don't like it at all. I don't know why. I just really don't like the Stealth Light. So I bought a Stealth Light, and a Hummingbird, and then a couple knockoffs. You guys saw the knockoffs already. These are the two at home. One's a knockoff Stealth, and then one's a knockoff. Well, it's not even a knockoff of anything. It's kind of like the Swash Drive, the Jackhammer, the Gen 8, but this just doesn't have any give to it. And I know Loro Polini or whatever makes a good version of this. So you can see, just like all of my machines, I converted all of them to the mini jack, the little phono jacks, as you can see here. Every machine I own now connects to one of these, so I do not use clip cords at all anymore, and it is the best thing I've ever done. It's just easier to switch, even though I do power supplies, but sometimes, you know, I'm using more than two machines for certain things. Not often, but it's just a whole lot easier to plug in. They never pop out. I never have issues with them. They're a whole lot lighter than a big bulky clip cord. I haven't had any of them break. This is the same black one that I bring back and forth to work. You know, I actually have a couple of them, but this is the black one that I use every day, and I do not have a problem with it. I made it myself. But anyways, first I'm going to show you this, which is the knockoff Stealth, which I paid $10 for. And so far, I really haven't swapped out much. Originally on it, I had swapped out the motor for a Stealth motor that I ordered for like 20 bucks, and it fit, and it went in, and the thing burnt out. The Stealth motor fucking died after 2.5 weeks. I'm not saying that's all of their motors. I'm you know, because I know a lot of people that give Stealth really great reviews. My motor just shit out. I'm not sure if it was something I did wrong or anything of the sort. So for the last 2 weeks, I've been using the original motor, which is a Chinese or not that great motor in it, and I haven't had any problems with this. And I use this on all my color tattoos now because it's got a nice long stroke on it. It's probably about, this one's probably about 3.5 millimeters. This is an awesome color packer. I used this one, not even my Stealth, because I still have a Stealth and a Stealth Light. I've been using this one because it is actually lighter than the Stealths, and it actually runs better. It runs at lower voltage and does the same job, which is less detrimental to the skin. My Stealth Light, the bearing post or the part of the cam on the Stealth Light snapped. That's because I dropped it. You know, but I've dropped this a couple times and it hasn't broken, so I'm not knocking Stealth. The motor I bought burnt out. It's probably something I did, or maybe it was just a defect. But the motors on my other two Stealths are fine, the Stealth and the Stealth Light. My Stealth, I had set up with this 2mm stroke as a liner, but I'm not really big on lining with with rotaries. I just never was. I used the same. Now I've been using my handmade machine that I built. This is what I do all my line work with now. I stopped using my workhorses. Not that there's anything wrong with workhorse, because they're probably better than this is. You know, this is really nice, but I want to stand by my machines. I don't build rotaries, so, you know, but I've been using primarily only my coil machines, and this I built and has been holding up great. not on that. This, I've used, God, at least 100 color tattoos so far with this motor, and everything on it is pretty much original. The only thing I added is I took off the back plastic plate and put on a L bracket so I could attach a phono jack. And thing runs great still. It's a little louder than my Stealth, but it's still half the sound of a coil machine. I'll show you real quick. Yeah, it sounds out of tune. It's just running way too high unloaded. I'm running at 9 volts. And then on to the next was this one. I also added a phono jack on this one, as you can see, because the binding posts were just way too close together, and I hate fucking clip cords. I have nothing but bad luck with them. Clip cords are the bane of my fucking existence since I started tattooing, even with my apprenticeship. The first 2-3 days of my apprenticeship, I fucked up one of my mentor's clip cords, and I still haven't heard the end of it because it was the one that was given to him by Master Buddha from Electric Tattoo, or Electric Buddha. So beyond that, and anyways, this I've done a lot of modifications to. It's got a new motor in it, which is it's an American-made motor. It's not Swiss, but it's a ball bearing motor. I originally had changed out the bearing to an ABAC 7 bearing, and that still didn't make much of a difference. So I ordered Swiss ABAC 12 bearing, which means inside here the bearing actually has 12 balls in it. So new motor, new bearing, new cam top, and I got that from someone at work because the other one I lost. Everything else on it, and then the tube vise, the original one broke, so I had to file one down and fit a new one in. Still, with all the mods I've done to this, a really nice motor, ABAC 12 bearing in the fucking top, this thing's still a piece of shit. I will never ever use this thing. Just because it's really hard to control the stroke on it, to make it fast enough, because the faster you make it move, the more stroke it has, the momentum, the more this is going to go up and down, you know, inertia. But to get it fast enough to be a liner, it's too long of a stroke. And slow enough to be a controlled shader, it's too short of a stroke. So maybe not all of these are bad, just at least the one I have sucks. And the fact that it has give in the motor, well, at least this one does, this thing it goes up and down a little bit. I'll run it for you guys at 9 volts, and it sounds okay, but it's running too slow. This would be for a liner around 10 with this thing. It's around 140 cycles a second. You can hear all the vibration. This vibrates more than my coil machines do. ABAC 12 bearing, ball bearing motor, and it still sounds like shit. Just this whole plastic drive piece on the top is loose. This back piece that actually holds it in place and keeps this whole thing from spinning in circles just has a screw bolted through this, and all that was on the inside to hold the screw in place without locking it up is there's actually shrink wrap on the screw, which I've had to replace like 3 or 4 times, and I've only used this 3 or 4 times, so I got to replace the shrink wrap on it every time I use it. If not, it wobbles, and then this thing is all over the place, and you can't use it for lining or shading because the needle is going to rattle the fuck around in the tube. I don't know if it's just mine or all of these, but even for the $10 I paid for this, and I wouldn't recommend anybody buying this. Biggest piece of shit in the entire world. And honestly, if you guys want this one to try it out, fucking send me your address. I will send you this thing for free. I'll even pay for the postage so you guys can see for yourself that this thing just fucking sucks dick. I hate this. If you guys want a cheap rotary that works amazing, it's this. And given the motor probably will burn out in a while, and at that point I'll just probably rip apart my Stealth and put it in here just because this is lighter. It does the same exact job as a Stealth, and it's the lighter, considerably lighter than the Stealth. It is aluminum or alloy. I'm not sure. It's probably hollow. I've just had better luck with this one, with my Stealth. I even tried putting this bearing set up on my Stealth, and I still like this one more. Not to say the Stealth is bad, because the Stealth is still really good, but I just got in the habit of using this. So, yeah, the motor might burn out on this, but the motor in the Stealth really isn't that good. And the Stealth is what, 100, 150 bucks? This is $10. You could buy 10 of these, which will last longer than one Stealth. So I definitely recommend buying one of these instead of a Stealth. I say buy 10 of them. They burn out, throw it away, and use a new one. like I said, I haven't had any problems with this. The only problem I had with it was the stealth motor I put into it, and then that burnt out. That was it. You know, and I don't want to sound like I'm knocking stealth, because I think it was really just a defective motor. Because I have a stealth and a stealth light, and one of my coworkers, actually my mentor, has been using the stealth light every day, all day now, because he's never really been into rotaries. He's been a coil guy. And then he got into the stealth for color packing, and he just says it's going in. It's not smoother. It's just easier on his hands, you know, and it's quieter, and he can talk to the guy, you know. Because when you're doing color, and he does a lot of big custom pieces, so he's sitting there for hours on end, you know. And his color packer, he actually has the same one I do, which is this one he gave to me. It's super fucking heavy, and his is just like mine. Loud as shit. I guess it's just the way the frame's constructed. Listen. Well, that's running at 10 volts. I'll turn it down to 7. He runs his almost the same way I do, same spring setup. I actually rebuilt his for him. He had 2 of these. He gave me one in the beginning of my apprenticeship, so this means a lot to me. His has different coils. Well, they're the same brand. His are just full 10 wrap, no stilted, but his sounds just like mine does. This isn't super loud, you know, but it's a heavy machine. And you try talking to somebody over this. Try listening to me. It's fucking obnoxious, you know, compared to a rotary, a stealth type rotary. Just nothing, no vibration at all, and barely any sound. It does vibrate, but, you know, so it's pretty cool to see that he's been a coil guy his entire life. He's never fucked with rotaries. He's had a few, he's given me some, he's never used them. To see that he's basically went into my box and stole my stealth, which is pretty cool. Now, not that I was using it anyways. But, you know, I kind of feel like, honestly, I'm betraying the coil by using this for color packing. Honestly, this color packs just as well as this. This is heavy, loud, and obnoxious, but it packs color probably better than this, you know. It has a little more give, so it's a little safer. You know, on that end, you're never going to really dig somebody too deep. Like I said, this color packer hits like a monster. It probably hits harder than this. It has give, but this thing just hits like a monster. But anyways, that's it. If you guys don't want to spend 150 bucks on the stealth, I really don't think it's worth it. It's a good machine, but when you could spend 10 bucks and get one that's almost the same quality, or spend 150 bucks and get fucking 15 of these, I would go that route instead of paying 150 bucks for one fucking stealth. That's it. And if you don't like the bearing that comes in this, which is a huge one, spend 30 bucks and get the stealth bearing set, which comes with I think 2, 3, and a 5 or something like that. You know, I haven't. I never really cared to look. I only used the one. But, you know, don't buy stealth. Buy one of these, you know. It's not even for the sake of saving money. I just like this one more. Do not buy one of these. That's it, guys. I'm going now. I'm gonna go load this onto the computer, and I got shit to do. I gotta finish drawing up a fucking tattoo. Alright, guys.